The German Chancellor took aim at her U.S. counterpart over his war of words with despot Kim Jong-un. Chilling ultimatums are threatening to spill over into action as the U.S. and North Korea face off on the world stage, but Mr. Trump slapped down the Mrs. Merkel, saying simply let her speak for Germany. When asked about Donald Trump's comments over the brutal regime, Mrs. Merkel called for a diplomatic solution to the crisis. Getty Reuters. The repressive regime threatened to launch missiles near the U.S. territory of Guam. The German leader, who is running for her fourth term in office, had called for the crisis to be resolved through diplomacy. She made the provocative comments at a press conference in Berlin. When asked whether she would stand by the U.S. in case of war, Angela Merkel avoided directly answering the question, but in a dig at Mr. Trump said, "I consider an escalation of rhetoric the wrong answer." Get it. The U.S. has responded with its own strike, successfully test-firing its anti-missile system. I do not see a military solution to this conflict, and she suggested rather than a unilateral strike from the U.S., it should work with regional powers in the area, China, South Korea and Japan, and the United Nations UN Security Council, to bring an end to the spat. When later asked about his counterpart's comments, Mr. Trump dismissed them, saying let her speak for Germany. Friday, August 11, 2017. The Pyongyang subway, the best place to escape American fire and fury. Let her speak for Germany. Donald Trump. Tensions have been on a knife edge between the U.S. and North Korea following Pyongyang's multiple missile launches over the past few months, flagrantly ignoring UN and other sanctions. The Hermit Kingdom has continued to pursue its worrisome missile program, including perfecting miniaturizing nuclear warheads. The U.S. has responded with its own strike, successfully test-firing its anti-missile system, which successfully shot down an ICBM in May. Get. German Chancellor apparently took aim at her U.S. counterpart. Mr. Trump has taken a hard line against the foe, culminating in the president saying last week North Korea would be met with fire and fury if they follow through with their threats. The oppressive regime threatened to launch missiles near the U.S. territory of Guam in the Pacific. Mr. Trump also took to his favorite method of communication, Twitter, to issue a fresh warning to Pyongyang. He tweeted, military solutions are now fully in place, locked and loaded, should North Korea act unwisely. German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel compared the deteriorating situation to the run-up to the First World War. Getty. Tensions have been on a knife edge between the US and North Korea. He said, like in World War I, we will sleepwalk into war. Only this time it might be a nuclear war. And he said the two leaders merely echoed each other, warning against further escalation of the delicate situation.